Alright viewers, today is Pwalpar, and today I'm messing around with my taskbar, just fooling around with Windows 10. 90% of my viewers will find this vlog today of very little interest. Some of you might find it informative. For those of you who already know all this, that I should know, because there's a lot of things I learn new on these computers every day. Just tinkering around with Windows, I invite you to hang around with me here a little bit this afternoon. It's a rainy, cloudy day outside, and I ain't got a whole lot going on. But we're going to sit here and create a video for YouTube using my Corel Video Studio. Tinkering around a little bit with my Windows 10 desktop. Thought we'd take a look at it here. Today I'm playing around with the taskbar down here. Now, I've been using computer ever since they started being available to the public, way back when we used MS-DOS. I've gone through Windows, DOS, Windows 3.2, you name them, and the Windows programs, I've been through them. But not one of those did I ever learn everything there is to know. I learned basically just enough to get by with. Like most people, you just play with this thing until you learn how to work it. And today is a rainy day. I'm sitting around in the house with not a whole lot to do. I'm using my Corel Video Studio program to record what I'm videoing here. Now let's take a look down at my taskbar. I've got my cursor pointed right on it. Now, if you update your Windows periodically, if you got your updates on your Windows program up to date, you most likely have this weather report down here at the bottom. Now, see how this notification keeps coming up? Let's talk about that first. I'm going to right-click on the taskbar, go up to News and Interest. See where it's click Show Icon and Test. I could turn that off. Turn it back on. Alright, you have to play around with that if your weather report ain't on here. Oh, I see what I'm doing. I'm clicking the wrong one. News and Interest. Let's go back and click Show Icon and Test. There you go. It popped right up. So it says 55 degrees Fahrenheit, mostly cloudy. Well, this computer already knows that I'm in Griffin, Georgia, my zip code area. So it's automatically, Microsoft's weather app is already programmed in to tell what my temperature is here. On your end, say you live in Des Moines, Iowa. Well, your little taskbar down there would be the temperature in Des Moines, Iowa. So let's click on that in your little notifications bar that has some news or whatever it might be interesting. You can change that too. But I'm going to click right here where it says See More. That's what I wanted to show you. This takes us to the Microsoft Network weather app. Okay. In order for me to show you how it works, I need to learn how to work it myself. So I'm going to click on that. I'm going to click on See More. The MSN.com opens up. You got a taskbar up here at the top. Home, you want to see the news and stuff going around, that'll work. the war on Ukraine. You can watch that. I'm going over here to weather. I'm going to click on weather. Let's take a look in Griffin, Georgia's weather. 54 degrees, partly sunny. My hind leg is partly sunny and cloudy all day. Watch for scattered rain showers. Now let's click on maps. All right, now I'm zoomed in. This little yellow dot right here in the center of the screen is Griffin, Georgia. I can roll the cursor button and just zoom right in. Or you could reach over here and use a plus or minus to zoom in and out. I just used the little roll bar in the center of the map. Now my internet's a little slow here. It's taking a little while to load. So we're looking at the map of this area. Precipitation. Let's click on precipitation. Come on, don't make a liar out of me, app. Load up. How about hyper local forecast? See it now. Sure, I'll be glad when I get faster internet service around here. You can see it's pretty clear around here right now. If I zoom out, and I keep zooming out, I'm looking at the whole United States. You can see down around Florida, it's showing rain. Coming up through Alabama, usually goes from left to right, sort of northwest, the weather conditions do here. But let's take a look at, I can drag the map anywhere I want, just working with Google Earth. Let's take a look at, let's see, it looks pretty weathery over here in Colorado. Let's take a look at Denver, Colorado. So I'm going to click on Denver. Now I'm going to zoom in. Over here in the left-hand corner, you can see it's 14 degrees Fahrenheit in Denver. When I zoom in, you can see it's snowing there. I'm not familiar with any of these towns. It looks like there's a big patch of snow around Georgetown, Centennial, Hot Sulphur Springs. Let me go back out. Look at the whole United States. Let's drop down. Boy, I got the slowest internet in the world. Let's look down here in Florida, where the Gulf of Mexico. That'll work. .68 degrees in the Gulf of Mexico. Now I'm zooming into the Gulf. You can see Florida, Alabama, Louisiana, all the way over to Texas. There's a couple hundred miles, 200 or 300 miles of rainstorms here. I find this extremely interesting. Let's take a look at Tallahassee, Florida. I'm clicking on that, zooming in. See, it's raining right, the rain kind of coming straight at Tallahassee. It's 69 in Tallahassee. The rain will be starting soon. Whoever worked out this map really knows how to do the weather. I find this more interesting than running in there and jumping on my TV and looking for sitting through a bunch of commercials trying to watch and get the weather report. Well, all I got to do is click on here and I get the same thing the weatherman's showing me on television. There's a range of taskbars up here. Here's a radar. I can click on radar, and it's radar picture of the rain. You can see the heaviest rain is coming right through North Florida. While we're on radar, let's drag the map down. Let's go over here to somewhere in Alaska. I'll just click something at random. Anchorage. Go back to precipitation. You can see it's snowing in Anchorage, Alaska. Radar. According to the color codes over here, pink and purple and gray. The gray is rain. And I'm assuming the pink is snow. I'll roll back out. Let's take a look over here at somewhere in the Midwest. States ain't labeled until I zoom in. Okay, we're in Kansas. Wichita, Kansas. Anyway, it's just something to tinker with, playing with my computer. I could be sitting in there watching TV and looking at commercials, but I'm having more fun playing with my computer. What else we got on this weather? Let's go back to Griffin, Georgia. Yeah, here's Griffin right here. Anyway, I thought I'd share that little app with you. You might find it of some interest. Anyway, viewers, any of you have any comments or suggestions or tips that we could learn from each other on this weather app or anything else to do with the taskbar, your comments are certainly welcome. This is Pwalpar wishing everybody a good day. Keep your powder dry and don't get wet.